Okay, how we doing out there? First things first. My name is Kenneth. I'm the creator of a luminous 4K screen paint using ambient light projection technology gaming. We got a few changes in the room today. Today on my wall, I have the new invisible technology screen at 10% done. When the formula reaches 100%, my screen will be removed off my wall and recoded. All right, so this is pretty much the beta screen. But today we're not talking about that. Today we're talking about the special promotion that we have going on our website. I explained that when we did this with the 2 quarts, that there will be more of them. That we'll be doing some special promotions on the screen paint here and there, giving you the opportunity to be able to utilize our screen paint on different levels. Now, already I have painted a motorized projection screen, a build from a fixed frame screen, building it from the ground up, from starting off with just the wood all the way up to the final finished product. We'll post those. I'll put those in the comment section so you can check those out for yourself. Plug my cell phone in because my battery's just about dead on my phone. So we have the special promotional deal. Already 20 have asked to the shopping cart, which thank you, Lord, and thank you for the support. We are going to try to keep this promotional deal going as long as possible because we usually did that with the 2 quarts. We ran it a little longer than before. A lot of people wanted to jump in and get that their hands on that product. Now, the difference between the 1 gallon and 2 gallons, of course, it's 2 more extra gallons. On top of that, we added in a free blackout cloth surface for those of you who actually want, those you cannot paint on your wall, or basically you just need a surface to paint on a screen that huge. So that surface is a 6x9. It's a 6x9 blackout cloth. Now, I'm going to do some of this with the lights on and off because you have to see the screen. So there's a few things we're going to be talking about here and there because the screen, I don't want to say too much about this, but this is actually this is a 9 sitting on the wall right now at 10%. It's a prototype. But we're going to talk about that later on, what's sitting on the wall. It's not the other one. This is completely different. It's invisible. It will come with a 6x9 blackout cloth that will allow you to be able to paint just about an extremely good sized screen. And keep in mind, this formula is completely weatherproof. So we have some customers that are going to be painting screens in the backyard, one in the backyard, one inside the house. You get a chance how you want to split this up. And keep in mind, we're going to be going out to Lowe's maybe today or tomorrow. We're going to pick up all sorts of different forms of surfaces that we're going to be turning into projection screens to show you how you can utilize the offer. Now, right now there are 50. Well, actually, now there's actually 30 in the shopping cart. We started with 50 in the shopping cart. This is going to come with free worldwide shipping, as the other one did. We can ship this to you anywhere in the world for free. Let's see if I'm missing anything else that's coming with this kit. So we have the 1 gallon. Screen size 100 inch, 180 inch screen ratio sizes with this kit because it's a large kit. It's a lot of paint. You have 16:9, 16:10, 15:9. Some projectors do have the capable of doing 15:9. It's kind of like a letterbox. I'll show you because one of my projectors has a 15:9. I think the demonstration we did on the projector downstairs on the massive giant screen, that took about a gallon to paint that giant screen in. That projector has a 15.9. Also, you can do 239, 5.1. Those are 2 different forms of widescreen panorama ratio sizes. So it's a big enough kit to pretty much paint. Probably if you're going to do maybe 2 screens, you can get 2 screens out of it, not a problem. Now, when dealing with a fabric screen or any kind of material, this allows you to use less paint. Or those you're going to be using this on a canvas surface, maybe you're going to be using this with the blackout cloth surface that came with the package, or if you're going to be painting this on your wall. If you're painting this on your wall and anything else, you don't need the prime jack. Just roll it over top of it and you're done. That's it. But if you're going to be using this with a form of material that has the ability to absorb some of the product, I would strongly suggest you give it a light prime over the screen, give it a foundation like I did on the larger screen downstairs. I'll post at the bottom. You can watch me paint that screen. And that way you use less paint and it's an easier application to coat over. So very easy to do. All right, so since I told you about the promotional deal, we're all caught up on that. Let me go over here real quick and switch over here real quick. Now, a few things I want to talk to also too about this contract. We were in the process of signing. There's a lot. We had to basically some contract negotiations here. A little interesting because both parties, the contract has to change. The final way, they give you the draft, and that has to change back and forth between what both parties want into it. We basically have to add a few things into the contract so we can basically go in from there. I will have a bit partial control, which means this will give me ability to be able to still continue to do business with my customers. I really don't want to lose that part of it. I really do enjoy having conversations with my customers on interesting projects or helping them out with their projects. So I do like that part of it. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what made when it came to this. So I will be still having some involvement with my customers and also too working on projects and stuff like that. So right now I'm working on a project. Well, I was working on a project with a fellow who basically is going to be getting ready for a Super Bowl party. He's going to be sending us some pictures of his screen he's setting up out there with him and his family. And they wanted to design a frame that would be able to collapse. So me and him worked together on the project. We came up with a solution and an idea on how to build a frame to collapse because he didn't want the 180-inch screen outside all the time. He wanted something he could take down. And he's not going to staple it. He's going to use some grommets in order to actually install the screen up. So, it's a very interesting project. I really do enjoy working with my customers. So it's something that's not going to change right there. So the contract is probably going to be finalized by tomorrow. I just have to go over a few odds and ends. And we just have to add a few things in there that pretty much will protect our company in the years to come. All right, so other than that, let's talk about what we have here on the wall. So this right here is smoke. It is the screen that was displayed downstairs, the smaller version of it. This is actually the larger version of it. It is only at 10% done. It does have to be recoated. So I'm going to have to, when they get it to around 50% or 100%, my screen will be removed off my wall and it will be recoated again. Other than that, it is transparent. It's a fully transparent screen. It is front and rear technology. So just to give you an idea how front and rear the screen is, I'm going to show you right here. That is the actual screen right there on the floor. That's up here. So that's the actual screen right there. Now, I'm going to pick it up for a minute. And I'm going to show you something really interesting. Like I said, it's front and rear technology. But like I said, I'm using it for front only right now on my screen, right on my wall right here. And this is at 10% done. Let me grab the sheet from off the floor. So you can see how this reacts to the projector. So thin. This is the actual screen, the actual wallpaper. Now, this is something I never showed off on the screen. I always showed it up against the wall. I'm going to show you on the opposite side of this. We're going to take our cell phone and we're going to put it on the opposite side of the screen. Whoops, I'm bumping the daylights out of my hand here. There we go. And you can see that the screen right there, that's the glare coming off the projector right there. But you can see that it is transparent. It can produce front and rear. Now, that's the glare coming from the projector, but it can produce. Now, I suggest if you're going to be using this for rear projection, go with short throw, an ultra short throw projector, and I'll tell you why. Ultra short throws don't cast lamp glare. They don't cast any. And I'll tell you why. Because an ultra short throw, the picture itself is reflecting off a mirror. Once it reflects off a mirror, it cancels out. So over here, we have, I got to set one up. I'm going to set an ultra short throw up, set up here. We're going to do this demonstration on an ultra. I'm going to show you why. When we're going to put in the detail instructions when using the smoke technology, we suggest that you use an ultra short throw if you're going to be doing this for rear projection, because ultra short throws do not cast the lamp glare. Now, the only screen we have that can block out 100% lamp glare is a black screen. Black visible technology has the ability to block it out. But this technology is designed, if you're going to be using it for short throw, we suggest that you basically place this onto, we use an ultra short throw projector for that. Here's in the front. Now, like I said, it's only at 10% done. So still there's a lot of work that has to be done with it, but I just wanted to show it off. I just wanted to have one here in the room. And this one is going to be, we're actually going to redo it again. Actually, mine has to be done again. There's another coating my screen is actually missing. See how this one looks like this? Now look at the one I have here. See? again. So later on today, we'll be removing it off the wall, taking it downstairs to the shop, and there's a gun that I didn't have available at the time when they did the first coating. It's actually a special gun. It's not a gun like Bam Bam Bam. It's a special extra fine paint sprayer. They use these for detailing cars. So the formula that they make is extremely fine. I mean, very, very fine. So it has to be applied with a certain paint sprayer. The application. We can't use a Wagner because the Wagner pushes out the paint too fast. It splatters. We have to use a certain paint sprayer, and these are paint sprayers that have been called that involve a compressor and tube and cup. We use with that. So other than that, once I get my screen finally finalized, I'll be able to have some fun with it. But like I said, this is only at 10% done. Now, let's go back to talking about, get on over there. That's how thin they are. You see it on the floor, that's how thin the screen is. It's very thin, very lightweight. So let's talk about the promotional, because like I said, we've got a lot of stuff going on right now. My screen downstairs, if you saw that gigantic screen I had downstairs, that is my 100, I think that screen's about 180 inches. That screen is massive. That's how big a screen size you can paint from that gallon. And mind you, that screen was painted on stucco. My screen down my wall downstairs is completely stucco. So I have to do all pre-recorded down there on that screen because, like I said, the Wi-Fi gets a little choppy out there. Probably later on the day, I'm gonna pick up some giant. I'm not done with that screen downstairs, so I'm gonna LED light the daylights out of it. I'm gonna LED light the top and the bottom, and then I'm gonna go down to the speaker shop and pick up some great big huge party speakers and hook up my gaming system. I'm gonna basically hook that system up. That's gonna be my gaming screen right there, my giant gaming screen. All right, so let's pop over here real quick and let's show you. On the website, it is official. We have orders that just went off a few minutes ago. This right here is the 1 gallon kit. Is on the website right now. Let me go back to my official website on the other side of this one. I guess go back to Marketplace. Over here, so officially shopping cart opened up around 12 o'clock last night. And they have been going like hotcakes. Hotcakes. I could use some hotcakes right now. I haven't had a pancake in a while. I haven't had a freaking pancake in a while. So this is the kit right here. This is going to come special deal. As you can see right there, it's a special deal. It's going to be coming with the 6x9 blackout cloth. Let's scroll down here for a minute. There we go. So when you go in the shopping cart, you'll see it in this one right here. It'll say at the top, special deal. And then you'll see right there, special deal 1 gallon, so on, so on, so on, so on. So like I said, we have about 30 of those left in the shopping cart. You gotta see this with the lights out. Well, not so long, lights aren't actually out, but you know what I'm talking about. So like I said, tomorrow mine comes off the wall and it has to be recoated, refined. So it's refined again. Once it's refined, I get to put it right back up again, and then it'll be good to go. It's still going to be at 10%, but it's a certain way these screens have to be applied because that formula, like I said, is like water. And if you apply that stuff the wrong way, if we've applied the wrong way, it'll come out a little bit interesting, have a little interesting texture to it, and that's what you don't want. So that's why we're going to have to go and reapply. I have to go and reapply mine all over again. I needed that particular sprayer and I didn't have one in the shop, so I kind of improvised, which I shouldn't have did. So now I got to go back and I have to apply it with the paint sprayer, which one is coming down today. I'm thinking about just going out and buying one because I'm actually borrowing my friend. He does that kind of work with cars and stuff, but I'm thinking about going online and just buying one from eBay and then have it brought over here. And then that way I can just do more of them for demonstrations because I have to do a few of these. But like I said, so make sure I recap everything here because the days I got to get ready for this. Usually when we have these special promotions, we have to stock up. I mean stock up, which means I already have enough material here to basically finish up these orders with no problem. One of the things we're going to have to stock up on is containers. Containers go extremely fast. So there's a company called Uline where I go and buy my containers. I'm going to order maybe about 60 of them today. They'll be here the next day, which is good. And we can start getting ready from there for these orders. And the other orders are going to be processing out. But this gives you a chance to be able to have a screen on a different level. And as I said, we're going to be doing these promotional deals. You're going to be seeing more of these promotional deals pop up. You know, some may come with this, some may come with that. You know, you never know. We're going to add in with these deals, but we want to keep it interesting for our customers that we can make it possible that they can have a screen to be able to do just about everything with it. Keep in mind, they're ultra short, they're compatible, they're weatherproof. You see me take these screens outside on 180 inch, 50 inches, and so forth, and do demonstrations at 4 o'clock in the evening, 5 o'clock in the evening. Instead of you waiting to fire up the projector for your child's birthday party, and you have to wait all the way until 9 to 10 o'clock because you're fearing that the screen is going to wash out, you can't see it. This technology will allow you to produce that image at 4 to 5 o'clock in the evening. Plenty enough time for the kids to sit around and eat cake and watch Frozen. Also, too, technology is ultra short compatible. As you saw in my wife's bedroom, or her bedroom, it's her bedroom, I was able to paint a 50-inch screen using an ultra short projector, and it reacts just like a TV. Much better, much less expensive, and much less maintenance than you punching a hole through a firewall with a masonry drill to install brackets to hang a screen. So a TV. And as you can see, basically, like I said, all around, they're just amazing screens. Fantastic contrast capability. I like the demonstration where I coated the 150-inch material screen, laid it on the floor using ultra short throw projector, and just constantly dropping sample sheets on the ground, showing you exactly why you need true black technology. But not only that, displaying the screen's amazing capability to produce outstanding white levels. I think I couldn't have gotten any more detail than that, than taking that black sample sheet and laying it right up on top of the screen and crawling around and just showing you right there. Look, right there. We can get on our hands and knees and you can look right at the screen and show the screen is producing amazing white levels. So now you have a product for now that you can basically use until the contract becomes official. Well, keep in mind, after the contract is signed, there is still a whole lot of things that have to be taken care of after it's signed. If it means signed, it's official. Doesn't mean there has to be things set up for like advertisement for the product. There has to be contracts with other stores, contracts with other companies that are going to be interested in using this technology to embed it into screens, embed it to just about anything they're probably going to put it into. There's going to be all different forms of negotiations and deals that are going to be going back and forth. They're going to be involved in my company and the other person that actually signed the contract with us. So not everything is going to be set in stone right away, as in the website is going to basically turn into a distributorship. It's going to be a little bit of time before that happens. So until then, we can still have fun doing promotional deals and giving the best deal we can possibly can when it comes to screen painting. One of these days, you'll be sitting home with my screen in your living room and thinking, gee whiz, I saw this one in the store. Going, I'm hoping it doesn't come to that, please. I really don't want my name on a screen that's going to be super crazy expensive. I don't want that crap. I want something that everybody can go, yeah, I can afford that. That's freaking cool. That's what I want. So, you know, you'll know that you bought the paint off the website before the website converted into distributorship. That's kind of interesting. A few people can actually say, yeah, I own that technology. I bought that technology. I actually talked to the owner of that technology. If the owner used to come on and do live, there's going to be a point where I won't be able to do live streams anymore. I just won't have the time. It won't be there anymore. Now, I've done these contracts before, and it takes a lot of time out of your day. It does. It takes a lot of time. Because since I am the only one who has invented this, I am the creator of this, that means that they're going to pick my brain left and right on everything you could possibly think of. Different forms of projectors, different forms of environments. It's going to be a lot of stuff. So I'm going to try to do streams here and there as much as I can, but there may become a time that I might not be on as much as I could once this becomes official. What I mean by official, it means when we officially start receiving our first orders. So we start receiving orders for 100 gallons, 200 gallons, 500 gallons. It's going to be like that. So keep in mind, I had to get to the point where I had to start renting machinery. Last night I was doing some research in a restaurant. I was looking at machines that process paint. How is it done? Label makers and all that other stuff like that is all stuff I got to look into, start researching. Commercial warehouse space. Forklifts, tractor trailers. Reason why somebody's saying, well, why would you think about tractor trailers? Because we have one hub, all right? We have one hub we're dealing with. I mean, by hub, we have one manufacturer, or not manufacturer, the supplier we're dealing with. Now, these are just long-term thoughts right here, nothing in stone yet. It would be easier for me to have a few tractor trailers, a few fleet of trucks to be able to package our pallets and be able to ship those to the main hub. Now, the main hub would be the main company that has a contract through us, and their job is to disperse it in different directions, every place else. Our job is just to connect to that main hub. It'd be easy for me to be able to have delivery trucks that would ship our product directly to that main hub. Then basically have FedEx or UPS, keep them wrong, I do like these companies and all, but their prices get a little insane, especially when it comes to freight. And it would cost less money in the long run of me having more power to be able to control where my shipment goes. And I could keep track of it 24/7, not get a tracking number and say, well, it's here or there. Keep in mind, easier done when you're dealing with customers. Extremely hard to do when you're dealing with tons of paint that could basically go missing, or this could happen, that could happen, and you spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on a table over this product. So I would feel more better if I had more control, if I had a trucking unit where I can control where and see where my items are. Especially I could GPS the trucks. I can tell, tracking locator, I can tell where they're at all times. And these are just future ideas, you know what I mean? Then we have ideas for screens we're going to develop, because since we do develop the actual formula that makes up whatever you painted on into a high performance screen, that means now between 9 and 10, because 9 and 10 are not designed screen paint forms, they're developed for developing physical screens. Just imagine, if you will, if you had the ability to construct any screen you want, and all you had to do was code it with a formula to make it a high performance screen. There you go. Now you see the big picture there. I can design with, and keep in mind, that cuts out the middleman completely. So I don't have to deal with them anymore, because I can manufacture my own motorized projection screen. I can manufacture my own fixed frame screens. I'm talking about aluminum, glass, plexiglass, any screen that I want, we can manufacture right there in that shop. And all we have to do is hit it with one of those coatings, and boom, it becomes a $3,000, $4,000 projection screen with ease, with the ability to pull up 190-degree viewing angle, the ability to produce images outside, the ability to be ultra short though compatible. That's a pretty powerful screen that can do that. So that's what we're working towards. So my next stage will be, and I can't say too much about it, me being a huge gamer, there are some gaming screens that we are working on that gamers are going to freaking love. And it's not going to be a nitpick where you basically have to get the bare bone minimum of the screen. These screens are designed to build on, which means you can add attachments to these screens. That's all I can add. I say there, add attachments to the screen. That's all I can say. And they're going to be 3D printed. So there you go. I said some really cool stuff. It's going to be a whole different way of looking at a projection screen. We're going to take it to a whole nother completely level, especially when it comes to inflatables. Now, right now, my inflatable screens are being purchased by another manufacturer, but later on, maybe by midsummer, at the end of midsummer, they're still going to be available this summer. Midsummer, we're going to work on making our own inflatable screens. So that's going to be another project. And our inflatable screens are going to be way different than everybody else's. I guarantee you. And some things I noticed when I was blowing up that screen that I seen, not going to be wrong, it's room for improvement. I see areas in there where the screens can be improved to be much better. So that's where I'm actually getting ideas of the screens here to advance them, to make them better, more easier for the customers to inflate, more easy for them to be able to take air out of the screen with ease without basically, mind you, when I do my screens, I have to push down the air and then jump on top of it. But like I said, it's not a hard thing, but just to make it easier. There's a better way to improve on the original. So that's the kind of things we're working on. So it's a lot of things bouncing back and forth on the table on how we should build this and how we should build that, so on and so forth. But the most important thing out of all the things we're building and designing is price. Price means everything, because I want to keep the screens reasonable so anybody can afford it. Not somebody can stare and go, good God, that's the price of that? That's freaking insane. We don't want sticker shock we don't want sticker shock effects. We don't want people standing on the screen that's going to cost that kind of money, because it shouldn't. I still figure that's, I mean, maybe to each his own. That's what they charge, but come on, $5,000 for a screen? whew, man, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking that's a lot of extra things I could buy with that. I mean, really, that's a lot of money for a screen. It is a lot. It's a lot. Especially if you're thinking about, like I said, DMP Supernova has a screen that's $17,000 to $18,000 for 180-inch of that screen. And mind, really quick, when I dropped the sampler sheet onto the DMP Supernova, it couldn't produce a contrast because that blade and infinity are kind of a light gray and silver. All right, we got Jack. We have I got the promotional popping off right now. So that's going to be a very busy day today. Oh, yeah. Usually up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I didn't get no sleep last night, so I need that extra hour. So we got to get ready for that. I got to start getting the containers. Will be here tomorrow. We got to start printing out the labels for the containers. I'm going to be doing some paint on demonstrations with the screen paint. Those who've been asking us, what can you paint with? We already did a motorized projection screen, so that's downstairs. We already did a surface. We've done that. I think I'm going to buy one of those portable 50-inch screens, one of the ones that come out and just pull out. We're going to coat one of them. And for those who've been asking about fixed frame screens, we're going to coat a fixed frame screen. I think I'm going to do like a 92-inch fixed frame screen, like a little small mini fixed frame screen. We'll do one of those. We'll do one and we'll just take it apart. We'll dry it first. We'll do the whole assembly. We're going to do the whole thing from start to finish. We're going to buy the screen, open it up. We're going to coat the surface with the Supreme 8. We'll put together the screen, hang it, LED lights on the back of it, put up on the wall from start to finish, like I did with the wooden screen. We're going to do the entire thing. So we're going to be painting a few things here and there, and we're going to build a styrofoam projection screen. Now, if you hear that going off, that is my cell phone. That's my horn. That's my actually ringtone. Literally, it sounds like an air raid going off. The reason why it's designed that way is because I got a bad habit of leaving my cell phone all over the house. So with this thing going off, I can hear it anywhere in the house and track it down. But anyway, like I said, we're going to build a screen out of styrofoam. Styrofoam, people are going to do a styrofoam projection screen. So I'm going to show you where to buy the styrofoam from. Not only am I going to show you how to build these screens using our screen paint, I'll show you where to get the supplies from and how to build it. You ever seen a Windows screen projection screen before? You ever seen one of those? That's an interesting screen to build. It's an invisible screen. Using a Windows screen makes the screen invisible. Using mesh, you can coat mesh with this technology. So we're going to use a mesh. We're going to do, oh yeah, I forgot to add real quick. One of the screens people have been asking for the 9 and 10 is acoustic. There is an acoustic screen coming out. We're going to design one. It is going to be beautiful. So we're going to design an acoustic screen. All right, let's move on back from there. So let's go back to the Supreme 8. So we're going to just use all different forms of surfaces. People have been asking about plexiglass. Matter of fact, today I'm going to paint a glass screen. We're going to do an all glass screen today. How about that? That's what we'll do that today, all glass screen. All right, so we got a lot of things. A lot of things we got to work. A lot of things we're going to do today, and we're going to be working on a few projects. I'm showing you how to utilize the screen paint. We'll do some outdoor demonstrations because, of course, I can do it on the deck. I don't have to go downstairs to the bottom floor because it's quite cold outside. And that's basically about it. So I hope you enjoyed the update, video demonstration, and also too showing you exactly some of the things we're working on in the future updates on the company, and so forth. We will be having a warehouse. There's a warehouse I will be buying due to the fact I want to make this a hands-on kind of environment where customers can come in. They can see the screens on display. They can actually paint a small projection screen of the Supreme 8 for themselves to give a chance to give them a hands-on experience with the screens, screen paint. We're going to have different settings of environments to give you a more realistic feel for the screen. We'll have some set up in different ways. I can't say too much about that because I don't know what companies are now watching us. Might want to do the same thing we're doing, so I'm not going to tell you how these environments are going to be set up. But it's going to be something where the customer can actually interact with and get an idea of exactly how that technology is going to utilize and make their lives much more better. So we got a lot of things to do. All right, with that being said, thank you all. You have a blessed day. You know, one of these days you'll be look back at the older videos like, well, I remember this guy was doing videos here in the room. And so yeah, but I'm still going to be doing the room. It doesn't make a difference. I'm still going to be doing the room. All right, let me get on that here. I'm chatty catty, you know, I'm so chatty catty. All right, thank you so much for watching the videos. Thank you for your time. I have to go. The promotional sale is available now on the website with free worldwide shipping. We did go through 20 last night. We're going to basically bring the shopping cart back up to a full even 50. Or is it even 50 or just way 50? Yeah, we'll bring it up to 50. We'll bring it up to 50, and then there'll be more for ordering from there. All right, gotta go. God bless.